Hello and happy new year. Welcome to my new vlog. Like you noticed, if you noticed, I took a pause on filming vlogs, a quite long pause, because I was just exhausted, and to be honest, the ending of the year and the beginning of the year wasn't that easy for me, so I just decided to stop for a while. But today, actually yesterday, I started feeling urge to pick up the camera again. So it's Monday now, it's 3:40 in the afternoon. Like you can see, I cut my hair on the weekend, but because I was with a hat almost all day in the kindergarten, it looks a little bit ridiculous. But I promise you, it looks quite good. Yeah, so like I said, I'm just came back home from work with Lucas, and yeah, we still have a lot of time of the day, and it's quite a lot of light outside already. So it's just a fantastic feeling that the sun is coming back again. So now I thought that maybe I will go and do some dinner, but I decided that I'm still not hungry. So instead of doing that, I think I will go and try to save some of my plants, because they started dying on me. However, I don't remember the last time that I watered them, so I guess that's the reason why they started to die on me. So I think I will try to fix that situation. And reading wise, I'm reading 3 books, to be honest with you. One is now it's upstairs, so I won't go on show you, but it's all the lights we cannot see, and I'm listening that book on my Storytel app, and I think I'm now at 46% in that book, and it's quite interesting. I like that there's a short chapters, so for me it's a huge plus in the book, because it feels like you read the book much faster. And the story is very interesting. I never thought that I will finally find a book about a world war that I will like, because usually I'm just a little bit bored, to be honest. Another book that I'm reading is, I think it's called The Conductors. I have it on my Kindle. I just try to see the correct title of that book. Let me see. If I just can find it. The Conductors. I started that book, I don't know, maybe in November of 2020. It's by Nicole Glover. I think it's about slaves, and there's magic involved, and the premise of that book sounded very interesting for me. But now when I started it, I don't know, I just can't get into that book. Like I said, I tried from like I said, I tried to read that book, I don't know, maybe from November, and it's dark. Here I am. However, yeah, I think I have a feeling that I will be DNF'ing that book, even though it's an ARC copy that I was kindly given on NetGalley. But I just can't waste my time on books I don't like. It's my new resolution for 2021 to just stop wasting time on books that I don't like, I don't enjoy. So I'll try to read maybe few pages more and see if it changes. Maybe it will start to get more interesting, but if not, so I will DNF it. And the third book, actually I'm also have it on my NetGalley. I'm just trying to tidy a little bit. The third book that I have is also on NetGalley, but that book I can only read on my NetGalley app, and I have that app only on my phone, but my phone is quite old, like you can see, and it's so tiny, and it's very uncomfortable for me to read. So that's why I read that book so long. I think I began reading that book, I think also on November or early December. However, yesterday I took my husband's phone and downloaded that app, and because my husband's telephone is much bigger, now it's much easier for me to read. And yesterday I read, I think, around 170 pages of that book, because it's a very interesting story. I think it's time for me to say the title of that book. Let me see. I even can read you the synopsis, because it's quite an unusual story. It's about a girl who has a heart transplant, and now I think she starts getting some memories of her donor. So yeah, very interesting. The main character it's like typical teenager, a little bit annoying at times. I know she went through a horrific situation, to being on the verge of death when you wait for on the list to get a heart. It must be traumatizing. However, after that she starts to get a little bit, I think, selfish. She's very, how can I say it, she doesn't think before she do some things, and sometimes, not sometimes, almost every time, she involves other people in situations that they can be killed even. So a little bit selfish, I think. Yeah, I think I will read you the synopsis. A teenage girl I didn't say the title. The title is Everything I Thought I Knew by Shannon Takaoka. It looks like this. So a teenage girl wonders if she's inherited more than just a heart from her donor in this compulsively readable debut. 17-year-old Chloe had a plan: work hard, get good grades, and attend a top-tier college. But after she collapses during cross-country practice and is told that she needs a new heart, all her careful preparations are laid to waste. 8 months after her transplant, everything is different. Stuck in summer school with the underachievers, all she wants to do is grab her surfboard and hit the waves, which is strange because she wasn't interested in surfing before her transplant. It doesn't hurt that her instructor Kai is seriously good looking. And that's not all that strange. There's also the vivid recurring nightmare about crashing a motorcycle in a tunnel and memories of people and places she doesn't recognize. Is there something wrong with her head now too, or is there another explanation for what she is experiencing? As she researches for answers, and as her attraction to Kai intensifies, what she learns will lead her to question everything she thought she knew about life, death, love, identity, and the true nature of reality. So it sounds very interesting, and it's interesting book. And just that main character sometimes gets on my nerve. And also there's quite a lot of scientific explanations about physics, about math, and something like that. So for those who are not interested in science, I think that part of the book can be a little bit boring. But for me it was quite interesting. So I don't know, maybe I will finish that book today if my husband will give me his phone today after work. And until then, I think I will try to read a little bit of Conductor after I'll save my plans, if that's possible. Also, on Friday, I've got my other wisdom tooth out, and I still feel the pain. It was not that easy procedure this time, so still a little bit painful, and I can't bite on that side still. Hopefully soon it will begin to feel better. Yeah, so for now, for the first update of the week, I think that's it. Don't know if I have something more to update you on. It's now Tuesday and it's 3:30 in the evening. We just came back home with Lucas from work like usual, and I think now I will try to relax because it was a little bit stressful day. Yesterday I finished reading that book, everything I thought I knew, and in the end I gave it 3 stars. I already have a review on my Goodreads page, and why I gave it 3 stars. Although it was a page turner for me, I read that book in 2 days. The main character sometimes got on my nerves because she was very rash and I think sometimes even selfish, because she never thought about the people who are around her. She did some things that was even dangerous and could have easily killed her and her friends. And yeah, she did those things, and only then thought that maybe it wasn't that great idea. So she wasn't a best of friends. Also, for me it wasn't that huge of a minus, but I think that other people can find it a little bit boring. What I'm talking about is that there was quite a lot of scientific stuff, and it took a lot of explaining, like math and science and something like that. And for those who are not in the science, not interested in science, it can be a little bit boring. And the biggest issue for me was the ending. It's not that it was open. Yeah, it was open. It left more questions than answers, but not that. Only a few chapters in the end were just so, even almost weird. Just, yeah, like from all other books, from the science fiction book. So it ruined a little bit book for me, I think. I loved the book until maybe 75% of that book, and after that it was just, yeah. So in the end I gave it 3 stars, but you know, it's just a debut book, so if she can write her first book like that, so in the future we can, I think, wait a lot of good things from this author. And after that I continued reading The Conductors. I only don't remember the author on my Kindle. I read a few percent more of that book, and it's still not that interesting for me, but I still will try to read that book today, at least a little bit, and see what I'm going to do with that one. Yeah, so that are the update about the reading. And now I have some packages that I want to open. I think it will be a stationery that I ordered from some shops. I ordered that, the stickers, and some stickers with the books, of course. Those I already have few of those, and I love the quality. It's from AliExpress, so I don't know the shop there, so I can't link it. Also I ordered it seems it's the stickers, but it seems like it's frames, so I think I can use something for that. I love it. Seems quite interesting. Another one that I ordered myself also, I think, will be stickers. I use them in my memory journal or my reading journal. I think I have to show you my new reading journal that I made for this year. I think I haven't showed you yet. Oh, I even get some gift stickers, emoji stickers that are the gift sheet of stickers. I think I will give it to Lucas to play with. And that stickers. I like to use something like that in my journal also. So that are the things that I ordered myself. And this one, I'm not sure where it come from. I have a feeling that it is a gift for my sister, because I haven't ordered anything that huge. Oh yes, it's a gift from my sister. Oh, that's so pretty. It's a stamp. Oh, that's just amazing. I love it. I think it will be, yeah, I'm pretty sure that I won't use it that often because it's just too pretty to use. I love it. Yeah, I have to write her a message and thank her for this amazing gift. Yeah, so quite a good day today. I except the stress. But what can you do? So I think now I will go have a little bit something to eat, maybe have a cup of coffee, and yeah, write to my sister, thank her for the gifts, and hopefully we will talk a little bit later. If not, then tomorrow. Hello, it's now Thursday and it's how much it is? I think it's 12 o'clock. Like you can see, I'm home because yesterday I've got a cold and I have had some fever, so now I can't go to work until I get my COVID test result. I took that test today, so hopefully it will come tomorrow, and hopefully it will be negative and I can go to work on Monday. I'm pretty sure it will be negative, but that's the rules now. So yeah, I am now at home. Don't feel that great, to be honest. A little bit stuffy in the nose, and the general feeling is not the greatest. So yesterday I haven't talked to you, yeah, because like I said, I didn't feel that great. But I decided to DNF that book, The Conductors. I tried to read a few more pages, but it was just not for me. The reason why I DNF'd that book is because firstly, it took me over 2 months to read around 10% of that book. It was just that boring, to be honest. The magic system is just too confusing, and you know, the feeling is like you are, like, for example, you start to watch a movie, but you start not from beginning but in the middle, and you try to understand what's going on, or feels like it's not the first but maybe second or even third book in the series, because nothing is explained and you just dropped in the middle of some action. So that was another reason. And third reason is that in those few first pages there were so many characters introduced that in the end you just get confused who is enemy with who are friends, or who are, yeah, just too much. The book was all over the place, so yeah, unfortunately that book is not for me, so I decided to DNF it. And yesterday I listened around 30 more pages of the lights you cannot see, and I still enjoyed that book very much. Very interesting story, and I want to see how it will be resolved. Can't wait to see the ending of that book, although it's still almost half of the book left for me to read, because that book is a chunker. Yeah, so now I think I will go and make a cup of tea, maybe coffee. I already drank tea. I miss coffee. I haven't had a single cup of coffee today, so I definitely will have a cup of coffee, and maybe I will try to read a little bit of the book. I don't know where it is. I think it's downstairs. The book, The 8 Ball Down, it's about a vampires and something like that. Or maybe I will try to choose something else from my shelves. Good morning, it's now Friday and it's almost, I think, 10:30. Today we are all three at home, so it feels like it's Saturday. Lucas is also a little bit, it has a little bit of a runny nose, so decided just to stay at home, all three of us. Also have good news, my test came negative, and today I already feel a little bit better, so hopefully on Monday I can go back to work. So I already did some chores around the house, tidied my kitchen, and now I think I will try to read it a little bit. And at the moment I'm reading 8 Ball Down by A.S. Thompson, and this book is about vampires and vampire hunters, and it's, to be honest, it's quite ridiculous, but at the same time, just I want to see how bad can it get. So I am already on the page 54. The vampires are killed by a magical pool cues, so it's very strange, and the characters are all so ridiculous and unlikable at the moment, and I don't like how women are portrayed in this book at the moment. Maybe later it will get better, but I don't think so. So I will try to read a little bit more of this today, and after that I don't know, we have to stay at home, won't go anywhere, so I think I'll just dedicate my time for healing and reading. Hello, it's now Sunday already. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Yesterday I haven't talked to you because the day just ran away from me. However, in the evening I listened quite a lot of The Lights We Cannot See by Doer. I don't remember the author's surname, and today I finished that book while I was cross-stitching, and I gave it 3 stars. It was very interesting and sad. It was very interesting and sad story for me, so yeah, I gave it 3 stars. Solid book. This is my progress. Not that much left to do. So now I will go and do some lunch, because my men both are out outside, so I have some time for myself. So I decided to do something to eat, and while I'll be doing that, I decided to listen to another book. It's Anxious People by Bachman, and I already listened a few of the minutes of that book, and so far it seems very interesting, so hopefully I will finish that book maybe also today. Yeah, so I think I will go and do just that, and hopefully we will talk a little bit later, hopefully.